The city of Millhaven sleeps under a blanket of rain. FBI Special Agent Frank Moriarty stands at a chain-link fence, staring at a warehouse. This is the third such warehouse this month. Inside, the scene is always the same. Abandoned industrial equipment, dust, and nothing else. Yet the satellite thermal imaging told a different story. It showed a heat bloom, 30 people, a significant energy signature. Each time the team rates the location, they find it sterile. Moriarty's new partner, Agent Kara Wright, approaches. She is fresh from Quantico, a specialist in forensic accounting. She suggests they are not looking at a physical operation. She suggests they are looking at a digital one. The heat, the power, it is for servers. High-powered, sophisticated computer servers. But the units are gone, leaving only ghostly impressions in the dust. Back at the field office, the team is frustrated. This is the 7th such ghost site in a year. They have a name whispered in the dark corners of the internet. The Foundation. No one knows what it is, only that it is powerful. Moriarty is a traditional agent, a hunter of men. This digital phantom confounds him. Wright pulls data from the city's power grid. She finds massive, brief power draws at each location. The draws always last exactly 48 hours. Then they stop and the site goes dark. She calculates the energy consumption. It is enough to power a small town. Or to crack an unbreakable encryption. Moriarty receives a call from the director. The Deputy Attorney General has been found dead in his Georgetown home. The official report will call it a heart attack. Unofficially, the director hands Moriarty a memory card. It was delivered to his home in a blank envelope. The card contains a single audio file. It is a recording of the Deputy Attorney General, his voice strained. He says, "They know about the Gibraltar account. Tell them I won't talk." The file is timestamped 2 hours before his death. The investigation splits into 2 parallel paths. Wright follows the digital trail of the ghost sites. She discovers the power was purchased through a cascade of automated shell companies. The money originated from a private equity fund. The fund is owned by a reclusive tech billionaire, Julian Corvus. Corvus lives on a self-sustained, fortified island off the coast of Washington. He has not been seen in public for 5 years. Moriarty takes the audio file to the FBI's audio forensics lab. The technicians find a faint, almost inaudible background hum. It is a specific frequency, the sound of a particular model of server cooling fan. The same model that would have been in the ghost site warehouses. The 2 paths converge on Julian Corvus. They cannot touch him directly. He is a ghost, protected by wealth, law, and geography. They begin to build a case, a painstaking process. They find a witness, a former Corvus Industries logistics manager named David Phelps. Phelps was fired 2 years ago for questioning shipping manifests. He agrees to meet in a public park. He is nervous, constantly looking over his shoulder. He tells them about the black shipments, custom-built server racks, shipped in unmarked crates with no paperwork. He gives them a single shipping waybill number. It is their first physical evidence. The next day, David Phelps is reported missing. His car is found abandoned near the river, the driver's door open. Moriarty feels the weight of the case intensify. This is no longer about empty warehouses, it is about murder. The waybill leads to a freight company. The company's records are a mess, a pre-digital holdout. Wright and Moriarty spend days in a dusty records warehouse. They find a paper trail. The servers from Phelps's waybill were shipped to a holding company in Delaware. That company then shipped them to a defunct mining claim in rural Colorado. They assemble a tactical team. The Colorado site is not another temporary ghost site. It is a permanent installation, built into the side of a mountain. The raid is executed at dawn. They find a bunker, but not one filled with servers. It is a living quarters, Spartan and clean. On a metal desk sits a single dormant laptop. There are no papers, no phones, no other personal effects. The only item of interest is a small, framed photograph. It shows a younger Julian Corvus standing with a woman. They are on a hiking trail, smiling. The woman is Anna Rieger, a prominent U.S. senator and chair of the Senate Intelligence Committee. The connection is explosive. Wright manages to bypass the laptop's basic password protection. The hard drive is mostly empty. It contains one file, a detailed, real-time itinerary for Senator Rieger. It includes her secure travel routes, her personal appointments, even the names of her security detail. It is a blueprint for an assassination. Moriarty understands. Phelps was a loose end, but he was also bait. They were meant to find this. They were meant to follow this trail. The Foundation is not just hiding. It is hunting. Senator Rieger is brought to a secure FBI location. She is defiant, angry. She admits she knew Julian Corvus 2 decades ago. They were involved briefly before his retreat from public life. She claims to have had no contact with him since. She dismisses the itinerary as a coincidence, a paranoid fantasy. She demands to be released. Moriarty does not believe her. He sees a flicker of fear in her eyes when Corvus's name is mentioned. Ripe, working through the night, makes a breakthrough. She cross-references the ghost site power draws with global news events. A 48-hour power draw in Phoenix coincides with the sudden, unexpected collapse of a mid-sized bank. A draw in Detroit happens hours before a rival automotive company has its entire self-driving car code leaked online. The Foundation is a predictive engine. It uses its immense processing power to find the single point of failure in any system. A person, a company, a government. Then it applies pressure. It doesn't just gather information. It manufactures outcomes. The dead Deputy Attorney General was a point of failure. David Phelps was a point of failure. Senator Rieger is a point of failure. The ghost sites are surgical tools used for precise, devastating strikes. The team realizes they are not investigating a crime. They are investigating a shadow war. A war being waged by one man from a remote island. A secure, encrypted message arrives on Moriarty's personal laptop. It bypasses all FBI firewalls. The message is simple. Agent Moriarty, you are looking for me, let's talk. JC. A time and a coordinate are given. It is a remote location in the Nevada desert. The director forbids anyone from going. It is an obvious trap. Moriarty looks at the photograph of David Phelps's empty car. He thinks of the Deputy Attorney General dead in his home. He knows he has to go. He drives alone into the desert. The coordinate leads to a small prefab communications shed, seemingly abandoned. Inside, a satellite phone rings. Moriarty answers. The voice on the other end is calm, measured, and intelligent. It is Julian Corvus. Corvus does not threaten him. He explains his vision. He calls the world's governments and financial systems inherently unstable algorithms. He says the Foundation is a necessary corrective, a way to prune chaos before it blossoms. He admits to the bank collapse, the corporate leak. He calls them minor surgeries to prevent a fatal cancer. He admits David Phelps and the Deputy Attorney General were removed as threats to the system's stability. He says Senator Rieger is the next target. She is about to authorize a black budget program she does not understand. A program that would create the very global surveillance apparatus the Foundation seeks to manage. He tells Moriarty he is offering him a choice. He can continue to chase ghosts, or he can understand the real enemy. The line goes dead. Moriarty stands in the silent desert, the phone in his hand. He feels the vast, invisible architecture of the Foundation surrounding him. He understands now. Corvus isn't just a criminal, he is a revolutionary. Moriarty returns to the command center. He does not mention the full extent of his conversation with Corvus. He only states that Corvus confirmed Senator Rieger is the target. The entire apparatus of the FBI shifts to protecting the senator. She is moved to a new, ultra-secure safe house. Her public events are cancelled. The pressure is immense. Wright, however, is focused on the data. She re-examines the satellite imagery from all the ghost sites. She notices a pattern everyone missed. At every location, 48 hours after the FBI raid, there was another, smaller, power draw. It lasted only minutes. She theorizes the Foundation was using the FBI. They were using the raids to seed something. A piece of code, a hidden backdoor, into the FBI's own evidence tracking system. The FBI didn't shut down the ghost sites. They became carriers for them. The real target was never just Senator Rieger. The real target was the FBI itself. While everyone is focused on the senator's physical security, Wright works frantically. She isolates a dormant data packet hidden deep within the Colorado bunker laptop's registry. It is a digital snare, waiting for a specific trigger. The trigger, she realizes, is the access code for the senator's new safe house. The moment that code is entered into the FBI system, the Foundation will have it. They will have total access. She runs to Moriarty's office. It is empty. He has taken a team to the safe house for a security sweep. She tries his radio. There is no answer. Moriarty stands in the safe house's secure command post. The senator is irritable, demanding to know how long she must stay here. A technician is about to input the new, encrypted entry codes into the system. Moriarty's phone buzzes. It is a text from Wright. Do not enter the code. The system is compromised. It's a trap. Moriarty looks at the technician's fingers. Hovering over the keyboard, he looks at the senator. He thinks of Corvus's voice, so reasonable, so certain. Corvus believed the ends justified any means. He believed he had the right to judge, to jury, to execute. To input the code would be to hand Corvus the keys to the kingdom. To not input it would be to admit that Corvus had outplayed them at every turn. Moriarty makes his decision. He tells the technician to stop. He tells the team they are moving the senator again, offline, with no digital footprint. It is a chaotic, messy process. As they escort the senator out, Moriarty receives another message. This one is on his secure FBI device. It is from an anonymous sender, but he knows it is from Corvus. It reads, "You had a chance to be on the right side of history. You chose to protect the broken machine. A pity." The message vanishes a second after he reads it. Senator Rieger is safe. The immediate crisis is averted, but there is no victory. Julian Corvus remains on his island, untouchable. The Foundation is still out there, its digital tendrils inside their systems now fully known but impossibly complex to root out. A full audit of the FBI's networks begins, a project that will take years. Wright is hailed as the hero who uncovered the trap. Moriarty is quietly questioned about his trip to the desert. He sticks to his story. He feels a cold certainty that this is not over. Weeks later, he is cleaning out his desk. He has submitted his resignation. The hunt for men had become a battle against an idea, and he no longer knew which side he was on. He finds a single plain white envelope tucked under his keyboard. There is no postmark, no address. Inside is a photograph. It is a recent picture of Moriarty, taken from outside his own apartment window. He is reading the file on David Phelps. On the back of the photograph, a handwritten note. The system is the crime. I'm the cure. We are not done, JC. Moriarty does not report it. He puts the photograph in his pocket. He walks out of the FBI building for the last time. He becomes a ghost himself, forever looking over his shoulder, forever waiting for the next move in a game he never wanted to play. The city continues, unaware of the war fought in its shadows. The Foundation is silent. But Moriarty knows it is only waiting. It is always waiting,